We are a great nation.
Though we are many people, different tribes, different tongues.
We may come from different tribes, having different backgrounds, from different religion as well. But one thing we always remind ourselves here on this program is in our diversity lies our beauty. Either Yoruba, Igbo, Muslim or Hausa, Christian, traditionalist, regardless of the tribe, the color of your skin, regardless of your gender, your age, your body size. One thing we always tell ourselves on Youth Pulse is you all matter and we all matter.
Chance to come.
Remember, the future is here and the future is bright. However, there is always a time when we all need to come together to prepare ourselves for the future, because a school of thought says you cannot feature in the future you did not picture. That's why we come here to picture the future so that we can feature in it. So to the great people hearing me out there, I am welcoming you to another interesting, educative, enlightening, inspiring, mind-lifting, soul-lifting edition of Youth Pulse on GOT 104.9 FM. Youth Pulse is a program of the youths, for the youth, by the youth. A time when we come together to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So to all young people hearing me out there, once again I say welcome to your show, welcome to my show, and welcome to my program, our program. I am Festus Adelaja or Mobabatisha, the voice of the youth.
Carry the song, carry the sound. The future is here. The future is here.
Of course, the future is here. And there is a school of thought that says youths are the leaders of tomorrow. But like I always say, we are not just the leaders of tomorrow, we are also the leaders of today. Because leadership have to start with you. And that's why this afternoon, for those who follow me on my social media, on my Facebook, I posted a flyer and I said we'll be starting a leadership series. We will not finish it all today, but we'll be looking at it, a leadership training series for youths. We'll be looking at who is a leader. How can you become a good leader? How can you become an agent of positive change in our society today? Our community is looking for people. Our community is looking for men who will rise up and impact the society positively. Our society is looking for young people, young mind out there, people who will be an instrument of progress, instruments of positive change in all our society. And one thing is what? You can be one. I can be one. We can all be agents of positive change, and that's why we are looking at the subject of leadership. And on this series, it will not end today. It may take us some weeks. We'll be taking it bit by bit, because you that is listening to me, you need to be an agent of positive change, and I as well, I also need to be an agent of positive change. For those who are hearing us, who is a leader? You know, leadership is what many people just want to be. Everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be a leader. Let's look at the society today. Everybody wants to have one portfolio or the other. Everybody wants to occupy an office or the other. Everybody wants to have one title or the other attached to their name. You will discover that some people, even when you're introducing them and you missed just a single title, you will land yourself in a big problem. So that's why we're looking at it this afternoon. Who is a leader? And I will tell you that what a leader is a person who influences people. And I will break it down this afternoon. A leader is a person who influences people. So if you are someone that you can influence people, you can influence the decision, you can influence the choice of other people around you, you are a leader. If you can tell people, okay, this is what we are doing, and they listen to you, you are a leader. A leader is someone who provides direction, who accepts responsibility, and causes positive things to happen. Now, what is leadership not? When we are talking about leadership is not just a title. Let's take note. Now, if you are a youth and you want to become a leader and all you are looking for is a title, in quote, a title, then leadership is not just a title. It is an act, it's an action, it's a behavior, it's an attitude, it is an activity. Leadership is a process. It is not just a title. Now I have a title attached to my name. I know that is what most people today are struggling for. And that's why you have many people in offices, you have many people occupying position, and instead of influencing things for good, they are just there wanting. You observe them, we have them all around us. You hear he's the so thing of so place, he's the this or this and that, he's this and that, and they have that title, one great title, sorry, but outside that title, go and check their service delivery, 0. Rate them, you will see 2/10, you see 3/10. They are performing beyond below average. So that's why I say leadership is not just a title. Leadership is an act. A title can be given to you, a position can be given to you, an appointment can be given to you, but that doesn't mean you are a leader. Take note, leadership must be demonstrated. You don't become a leader because somebody calls you chairman, they call you boss, they call you one title. No, that's not what makes you a leader. What makes you a leader is your character, the type of decisions you are making, your vision, your courage, and your action. Those are the things that give people reason to follow you. So I want to tell you this afternoon before we proceed, if you think all you need to lead is your title, if you think people should respect you because of your title, my dear, you have missed it. And I mean it. That's why we see so many people today occupying offices, even political offices. And you see them, they come to the public to talk, and they talk like children. And you be like, and you don't see wisdom in what they are saying. It's because of what? They are not well cooked. They're like half-baked bread. So you as a youth, when we are talking about leadership, people should be able to listen to you. People should be able to follow your step based on your character, based on your decision, based on your courage, based on your vision. I've noticed that some people, their influences end where their title end. Once you no longer have that title, what happened? Their influences end. So as a youth, you need to lead beyond title. And how can you lead beyond title? Those are some of the things we'll be looking at. And how can you now become an instrument of positive change in our society today? Someone like me, my best leadership, my best model for leadership is a leader who has no title. I don't need title to lead. I give title to those who want it. I have what it takes to lead beyond title. So we have many youth like that even without your title, you should be able to speak and people should listen to you. I read about the likes of this guy. What's his name? I Have a Dream. That's Martin Luther King Jr. I looked at his pattern. I looked at his style. And I discovered even this man don't even need to have an office. But to see some people today, they will even bribe their way. They will lobby. You understand? Some will go to the point of selling their body just because they want to what? Occupy an office. They want to occupy a position. So if you are listening to me this afternoon as a youth, I just want to tell you, leadership, having it at the back of your mind, should go beyond what? Having an office. Before you lead a community, the first thing you need to understand is you should be able to lead yourself. Leadership is not about having control over people. It is more of having what is called self-mastery. Understanding yourself, you leading yourself, you directing yourself. You want to discipline others, you discipline yourself first. Can you understand my point? So, and I will break it down this for us this afternoon. For you that is listening to me, I want to tell you, you are a leader. Who is a leader? I will just give you some example of leadership role as we continue with the conversation. We are the nation. We are part of this. Welcome from that short musical break. For those who are just joining us, you are listening to Youth Pulse on God 104.9 FM, and I'm Festus to Adelaja. Now back to our conversation. Who is a leader? I will mention some category of people now. If you find yourself in any of this category, you are a leader. If possible, get a pen with you, or you can record this moment or this segment as well. If you find yourself in any of this category, I want to tell you, you are a leader. You should have that awareness. Now, when we say who is a leader, most of us will look at to be a leader, you have to be the president, the governor, the chairman, the CEO of a company, a general manager, a pastor, a principal, yes, of course they are leaders. But to break it down for us, if you are a parent, you are a leader. Let's break it down. If you find yourself in any of this category, you are a leader. If you are a parent, for example, if you are a man and you are married, you are already leading a home. And remember, your family is called a micro community, because from family we expand to compound, we expand to what? A village, to a town, to a city. That's where the community starts, from the family. So if you are a parent, you are what? A leader. If you are a husband, you are a leader. And some wife, they are the one leading their husband as well. Now go now to settle that one. But if you are a parent, you are a leader. If you are an elder sibling, you are a leader. Because of what? You have your younger ones looking up to you. You are a leader. Now let's look at this. You are a class captain. Maybe you are in secondary school or primary school, and you are a class captain, or you are an apprentice, and they make you a guy on Moshe. Let me bring it down. Yes, maybe in the place where you are learning your trade, they now make you maybe the representative of your fellow apprentice. You are a leader as far as you are representing some people. So as a class captain, you are also a leader, or they make you a prefect in school. Don't look at how small the office is. For the fact that you are a prefect, you are also a leader, because you have a responsibility to represent the students, to maintain standard. Or you are in the school, you are the HOC, the course rep, the class rep. You are a leader. You are a student association executive. You are a head of department in your office. You are a leader. Are you getting my point? So it is not all about being a governor, being a chairman. If you are a youth coordinator, you are a youth representative, you are a leader, a team captain, a project team leader, a religious group leader, a community volunteer coordinator, you are a leader. So why am I saying this? Because of what we all need, we as youth, we all need to take responsibility of making our community something that worth staying, somewhere that worth staying. Now, if you are a business owner, you have workers, you have people working for you, you are automatically a leader. You are appointed as a supervisor in your workplace, you run a club, you understand, you organize or coordinate events, you coordinate programs, you are a peer influencer, you are a community advocate, you are a leader. So that being said, we need to understand something, that what? Leadership is not reserved for the person at the top. It is reserved to anyone that has influence, anyone that accepts responsibility, and anyone that is willing to make a positive change. So when we are talking about leader, have this at the back of your mind. As far as they've given you a task, you become accountable. Then at that point, you are a leader. I break it down again. If you are a parent, you are an elder sibling, a class captain, no matter how small it is, you are a leader. I've seen class captain that they will contribute money for, and they will eat the money, they will embezzle the money. If you are a course rep, you are a leader. Even if you are a lecturer, you are a leader. You are a teacher. As far as even me that I'm talking and I have people listening to me, people following my instruction, I am a leader. You are a trainer. You are a leader. Although when it now comes to leadership, we now have different model of leadership. We need to understand as well. Maybe I should quickly talk, or let me also separate it once and for all. Now, some people mistaking some things for leader. For example, we have leader. Some people are leaders, some people are not leaders, they are bosses. Oga. In Yoruba, they call them Oga. Leader is Adari. We have Adari, we have Oga, we have Akbashe. That is a ruler. Now, both of them are occupying leadership position, but their mode of operation are totally different. I said it last week. A leader is not the same thing like a boss. They only look alike, but they are different. And how do you know if this person is a leader or a boss? You know that from what their approach to work. You see it from their approach to the people they are working with. You see it from their approach to what even the assignments given to them. How they handle things. The way a leader will handle something is totally different from the way a boss will handle it. Then we now have another one. We call them micromanagers. Micromanagers. We cannot break everything down in a week. Wherever we stop this week, we will continue from there next week. Now, one thing I want you to know is what? Look around your life. You as a youth, you are listening to me, even if you are a parent, just look around you. Where do people depend on you? Where do people listen to you? Where are you already influencing others? That is where your leadership journey has already begun. For example, some people, I'm speaking on air, this is my niche for now. Some people, it may be in sport, and whenever you want to talk about sport, everybody listening to you. They give you that respect. They believe you know what you are doing. When you talk there, they obey. At that point, you become a leader. And we see some people, their own is on the streets. And you see people following them. It is now left for you to know the type of leader you will be. Before we continue, I would like to have one or two contribution from the people that are listening to us this afternoon. We are part of the nation making history, and the history starts with you. Now, a quick one. We talk about important facts about leadership. Important facts. What are some facts that you need to know about leadership? I will mention a few. You can still make your research and probably read more about it. Number one, leadership is not a title, it is an act. A title can be given to you, but leadership must be demonstrated. I come again. Leadership is not just a title, it is an act. Number two, leadership is influence. If your words, your decisions, and your actions positively influence others, you are already exercising leadership. If you can influence others. Now, take note in all I've been saying. I'm not talking about title here. Influence. You can influence people. You can tell people do this and they listen to you, they obey you. You tell them go this way and they go. Even without a title, people can easily come to you for advice. I want to do this, I want to do that. How do I go? Some people can count on you and they are not afraid of your judgment. At that point, you are also what? That is leadership. Leadership is influence. Leadership is responsibility. Now, where in most cases we are getting it wrong, especially in the political class, is where we have many people running for offices just because of the gain, not for the pain, not for the responsibilities, but probably because of the title, because of the benefit attached to the office. We've seen that a lot. If it is for responsibility, most people contesting today will not contest. If it is for the responsibility, most people contesting today will not contest. You know, at times we'll be talking to people, even a fellow and Fanny Teminio. You understand? Once you become a governor, your salary is this, you have this allowance, you have that allowance. I must get there, me too, I must be part of it. But now, most of them are not really thinking about it, is because, wait, let's even be honest. Somebody is contesting, you invite them for town hall meeting, come and address, and they will not come. And they are contesting, meaning that, you understand? Okay, you invite them for, let's say, governorship debate, presidential debate, whatever debate, and they will not show up. Meaning these people, they are not just after the responsibility. All they are looking is what? How to manipulate their way into power. So leadership is responsibility. A real leader don't always ask who caused the problem. They will always tell you, what can I do about it? When the people are calling them, a true leader will not be afraid to give accountability. I was listening to an interview one day with a journalist, and the man was asking the person, a politician to be precise, what is the cost of this? What is the price? And the man flare up. What type of question is that? No, if you're a leader, you should be able to give answer to the people you are leading, because the resources is not your own. The resources belong to the people. So if you're a youth, you are thinking about leadership, think about responsibility, not just the title, not the number of cars that will be in your convoy, not the size, how big the salary will be, not in the beauty, the beauty of the office. No, think about the responsibility. And I also say something. Leadership is also spiritual. What do I mean when I say leadership is spiritual? You will notice that I'm sorry to use this language, some leaders have bad luck. And you will notice that once those type of people are also leading, it affects the entire team. It affects the entire company. It affects the entire association. And that's why we have something called CV. Now, some people just look at it as, no, that's why they conduct interview. They want to fact check. What have you done before? Where have you been before? What type of result have you achieved before? There are some people, whatever they touched, spoil. And there are some people, whatever they touch, prosper. So even before you submit yourself to somebody that is your leader, check, who is this person? Show what? Then leadership is contagious. A leader's action is contagious. Now some people will say, well, they are not children. Do as I say. If you want to follow what I'm doing, you cannot. No. You see, as a leader, a leading action is a leader. A leader's action is a leading action. Whatever you are doing, that's why I'm telling you this afternoon, let us see leadership beyond title. Let us see it beyond office. A leader's action is a leading action. A leader's decision is a leading decision. A leader's mistake is a leading mistake. If you think you are occupying an office, everything about you is leading. It is not just about the title. A leader's error is a leading error. A leader's sin is a leading sin. That is why you will discover if anything is happening in the country, everybody will be blaming the president. Let's look at what happened recently now. Our Super Falcons yesterday, even though most of us we slept with broken heart yesterday, we woke up this morning with a broken heart because of what? Our joy givers, the Super Falcons, did not qualify for the World Cup. Then everybody started dragging the coach. Take note. Let's look at Nigeria today. Any little thing, people will say what? Tinubu. Any little thing, they call out the president. Any little thing, they call out the president. Why are things expensive? The president. Is the president the one selling Gary? Is he the one selling rice? Is it? But he is the one people we call. Why is there no electricity? They will call the president. Why did the female team did not qualify for World Cup? They will still say it's the president. So as a leader, understand something, that everything will evolve around you. So that is why as a leader, people watch you. Your decisions, your indecisions, your action, your inaction. So your action as a leader is a leading action. And leadership is service, not superiority. That's another thing you need to understand. If you are called to lead, you've been called to serve. You've not been called to be more superior to the people you are leading. It's not because you have been superior. Now let's understand something. The way nature have been built, the world, the universe, the globe, the nature itself have been built in such a way that somebody must be held accountable. If not for the need for accountability, there won't be need for leadership. Let's understand something. So that is why leadership is service. I'm a Christian. Let's go back to the Bible. I will just bring an illustration. The Garden of Eden. I know in the Quran there is a story about Adam also. Yes. Now in the Garden of Eden, God put the man there to take care of the garden. And he put all the animal under his control. Now let's take note, even before we have more than one human being have been in charge. So when we are talking about leadership, and what is his responsibility? To till the ground and to take care of the garden. So if you are called to lead, it's not because you are superior. It's not because you are far better. The reason is because of what? You have been called to serve. So the question is not about how many people do I have under me. It is not all about how many people am I better than. It is because I have been called to serve them. You understand me? Not because somebody will not say because I'm the class captain, you will now bring out cane and begin to flog your colleagues. Leadership is not superiority. We should approach it from the angle of service. You've been called to serve. Then for everyone that serves, there is a reward. So for everyone that is serving, there will surely be reward. Recently, I was going through the internet. There is a particular governor, I will not mention the state. Now, a lady wanted to contest for governorship in that same state. And the lady went about, your governor this and that, and people are just looking at him. This man don't even need to contest. He will win the second term effortlessly. The reason is because he has served these people. Another governor said, the power of the people is bigger than the people in power. And his second term tenure, he won it effortlessly. And you will see some people, for them to go back for the second term tenure, it will become war. The reason is because of what? Their service delivery was poor. So as a leader, if you have been called, maybe at any level, I'm not talking about, don't think I'm talking to governors here. Yes, governors may be hearing me. It's a privilege. I appreciate that. Chairman may be hearing me. It's a privilege, and I appreciate that. But even in your own little capacity, as a team lead, as a class rep, as a course rep, or head of the family group, head of a group project, you have been called to save. You have not been called just to exercise authority. And finally, on this note for this afternoon, we'll be looking at the attributes of leaders. What are some things you should know if you have been called to lead? How should you see yourself? So we just look at the attributes of a leader. Of course, the future is here, and like I always said, you are not just a leader of tomorrow, you are also a leader of today. Who is a leader? What are some attributes of great leaders? First of all, number one on my list, as a leader, you are a stabilizer. You are meant to stabilize the situation wherever you find yourself. So as a leader, you are not just a title holder. That's what I mean. As a leader, you are not just an office holder. You are a stabilizer. As a leader, when everyone is confused, as a leader, you bring clarity. But ask yourself, since when you've been in that office, how stable is your team? How stable is the company? How stable is your organization? So if your leadership have not brought stability to your team, then you are still joking. You are just a title tag. You are not a leader. So as a leader, you are a stabilizer. As a leader, even when you are not there, ask yourself a question. Can the work continue when I am not there? A leader is a stabilizer. When everyone is panicking, a leader brings calmness. Where there is conflict, a leader seeks balance. Not someone that is biased. Not someone that will divide the team. Not someone that will divide the company. Not someone that will divide the organization. When you are there as a leader, everything is meant to be stable. Both finance, moral, mental health, even the operational procedure, the organizational procedure are meant to be stable. A leader should not become a source of instability. A leader should become a person who people can depend on, even in difficult moments. But funny enough, most people that we have in leadership today, instead of people depending on them in difficult moments, they are even the one bringing the difficult moments on the people they are leading. So as a leader, you are a stabilizer. Number two, as a leader, you are a vision bearer. True leaders lead with vision. As a true leader, the people see your vision. That's why if you check any organization, you will hear our vision, our mission, you will hear our core values. So as a leader, the way you lead, even when they wake people working under you, they can say, this is where our guy is going. This is where our boss is heading to. This is his target. This is his mindset. This is his goal. Not that everybody is just working haphazardly. No. As a leader, you're a vision carrier. You carry the vision. Now, not only your vision, even the vision of the people you are leading. Why did I say not only your vision? Some people can be selfish. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I... No. You incorporate the vision of your team into your own work as well. So as a leader, you are a vision bearer. As a leader, you are a passion infuser. True leaders lead with passion. They infuse the passion in people. That is why when they are not even there, the work will still continue. You know, there was a time I sat and I studied some of these big pastors. No pastor is small, but permit me to use the word big. That some of them, they have churches in Nigeria and in more than 50 countries. In Nigeria alone, they have churches in all the states. Not in all the states, they have their branches in all the local governments, in all the communities. And these people, they don't even need to be in any of the branch physically, and the work is going on. You don't understand. At times I studied it and I was like, how is it happening? Look at some banks. You will see there are branches everywhere within the country and outside the country. And the procedure, they have the standard. Then I look at some leaders, just one location, and they can't manage it. Now, what is the difference? Over there, one leader have transferred the vision to the people. And the people are like, no, this is the vision of this leader. So even when they are not there, even the minimum assembly still work with the vision. So as a leader, what is your work? You are a passion infuser. You infuse the passion in your people. You transfer the passion to them. You transfer the vision to them. You transfer the energy to them. I want to say something. If the work stop when you are not there, as a leader, if the work stop when you are not there, you have done nothing. If the work stop when you are not there, you have done nothing. Somebody messaged me on WhatsApp. He said this one cannot beat. We write their names in noisemaker. Okay, he's talking about the class captain. When I mentioned, he said the one that cannot beat, we write their name in noisemakers. That's Mary Sewanu contributing. All right. So as a leader, one thing I'm saying is, it's not about bully. So I come again. If the work stop when you are not there, you are not a leader. You have not started. Now, how do you also see yourself as a leader? As a leader, you're also a bridge builder. What is a bridge? A bridge is an object that links you between where you are and where you are going. You don't spend all your time creating enemies. I think we are not stopping on leadership today. We still have a lot to talk about. A leader connects the people. I wrote an article on my YouTube and I said, if you have the opportunity to lead, build bridges and not fences. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Titus. I'm calling from Ijebu.
Oh, Titus. Longest time. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Are you?
I'm fine. Please,
right.
tune down your radio.
I want to just appreciate you for the good work you are doing.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you are talking about leadership.
Yeah.
It's not about occupying seats. It's about taking the responsibility.
Sure.
That's exactly what you are trying to explain to us this afternoon.
Yes.
And that's the exactly problem we're having in this country. If our leaders knew that leaders should be taking responsibility, you tell them what you are saying today, you are not seeing it. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Titus from Ijebu Mushin said that what leadership is all about, what? Taking responsibilities. I can just receive one or two more calls before we sign out of the program this afternoon. All right. So like I was saying, like an article that I wrote on my YouTube, I said when you have the opportunity to lead, build bridges and not fences. Use your office, use your opportunity, use the privilege to link people together. Use it to bring people together, not to divide, not to separate. And let your influence also outlead your office. So as you are rounding up, I've mentioned some things. We still have a lot to talk about and we will continue from here next week. But before we go, remember, as a leader, you're a stabilizer. As a leader, you're a passion infuser. As a leader, you are a vision bearer. As a leader, you are a problem solver. You are a problem solver. Your people should be able to count on you. Even when things go sad, they should be able to say, no, if this person was here, this wouldn't have happened. If this person was here, we wouldn't be fighting ourselves. But some people, their presence is what will even bring fight into the organization. Their presence is what will bring enmity. Their presence is what will even take away peace from their team. So if you're that type of leader, you can also check yourself. So like I said, as a leader, if you have the opportunity to lead, build bridges and not fences. You can check it on my YouTube page. The name of my YouTube channel is Festivation. You see Festus Adelaja as the name on my page is there on my YouTube page. And for those who may want to still follow, you can still follow as well for more tips on leadership and self-development, because it did not always end here. So as we sign out this afternoon, as a leader, ask yourself one question: what will remain after I'm gone? What will remain when I'm no longer occupying this position? What will remain when I'm no longer in this office? What will remain when this title is taken away from me? Will the respect still be there? Will the honor still be there? Am I even building an impact that will outlive my existence? or when I'm no longer there, all my impact will be forgotten. So if you have the opportunity to lead, don't build for today, build for tomorrow. Work with people in such a way that when they see your children in the future, they want to relate with them, not stone them. They want to associate with them. Let your children be able to come out boldly and say, I am the son, I am the daughter of so, 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 and so. They shouldn't be ashamed of your legacies. The greatest evidence of leadership is not how many people know your name, but how many lives become better because of your influence. And like I always tell people, my aim of showing up every Friday is not because I want to speak on air, but if through my voice, a youth, a boy can discover themselves, can discover their purpose, can have direction in life, and can become someone better, I think I am very fulfilled. So this conversation continues next week Friday by 2 p.m. This is Youth Pulse, a program of the youths, for the youths, by the youths. So for everyone who have followed us to this point, I say thank you. We will meet again next week Friday. I remain your friend and your host, the voice of the youth, Omumba Batisha, Festus Adelaja, telling you all to enjoy your weekend.
We are the future. We are the dream.